You know, the whole world's watching that thing going down in Kentucky and the county where that sheriff shot the judge. And there's a lot of rumors and speculation, but I happen to know some people that are down there that are close to the situation. And I spoke with them yesterday, and I would like to share with you what we know is the truth, okay? Or what I know is the truth, because you can bet this, it is the truth. That whatever happened, okay, when that sheriff got the information that he got, whatever the information may be, he acted very, very quickly, okay? They don't know what that information is as of yet, but they do know that whatever it was, it totally turned him around 180 and headed to the courthouse. Now, what is significant about the deal is that before that man was the sheriff, he was the bailiff for that judge for years, okay? And they were good friends. They knew each other. They would probably play golf and do whatever, you know, together. Had been for years. And that when it went down, right, that there's a chamber room that's off of the side of the court. And the sheriff came into the courtroom, and inside the chamber room, you know how it is when you go to jail or you go to court, you'll have attorneys and cops off in a separate building. Well, that's where they were at. And that sheriff told everybody in the room that, hey, I need to talk to the judge alone. And they exited. Right? And then he executed the judge on video camera. There's no audio, but there's video camera. And so there's been a lot of speculation as to why that would happen, mainly leading to the fact that the sheriff has an underage daughter. And it might be possible that this judge could have, in his speculation, had something to do with that. That makes sense. You know, it makes perfect sense. I will tell you, I know this firsthand too. I know this, I've seen the man. His name is Randy Meredith. And before I went to prison, Randy went to prison. And Randy's story is such that Randy had a young daughter. And Randy went to the police. And back in them days, you didn't have cell phones and stuff, you know, like you do now. But Randy tried to get them to do something. They wouldn't do anything. And so Randy's solution was, he caught that boy, I think he bartended at the Twilight Club, not the Twilight, at Terry Martin's. Now, Terry Martin's at that time was down Central by the Western Sizzler across from Buster Mooney's, right? And Randy walked in there to that bar and blew that dude's brains across the bar. Right there. Boom! Right? Set the gun down, reached over the bar and grabbed him a long neck, and picked up the phone and called the police. And Randy would not take a plea deal. Right? He had a trial. And the jury convicted Randy of the same charges I got. Class Y felony, 1040 to life. And in those days, if you were sentenced to 10 years or less, that's why they sentenced me to 12, so I couldn't go. You could go to boot camp. Didn't matter, make it damn if he was violent or not, right? And Randy went to boot camp, and 123 days later after his sentencing date, he was there with his son, Brian. I can't remember his wife's name, but it was Randy. They brought him to Jason's when he got out the first day, having him beer and ate a steak. And that's the way it should have been. They shouldn't even charge him for murder, right? Because everybody in that courtroom understood where Randy was coming from. And my point is this, that there's still a lot of good Americans, despite the ones that are elected. There ain't nothing. Mike Johnson's a fucking idiot, ain't he? Little tangent there. And I will tell you too on that while we're on politics, to solve America's problem, it's real simple. You got 27 or 28 governors that represent red states that are weak bitches too. Otherwise, they'd all get together and say, we ain't doing this shit. Fuck you. But that's kind of what needs to happen. In this case, if there's any truth to what the allegations are saying and the reasoning behind what happened, that I just don't see that boy shooting that judge over something less than that. I mean, they don't either, to be honest with you. They don't either. They don't know what it is. It has not surfaced. But it will. And because they were friends. Not no more. Can't be friends when you're dead, for sure. God bless you. Fluent English.